our culture, almost everyone grew up eating meat, going to the zoo, and wearing silk and wool. Around the world, a battle for human rights still continues. Along with this movement, the rights for non-human animals shouldn't be left behind. Most countries have no laws protecting the rights of animals. Many people consider their pets to be family, but will not condone animal rights. Is a humanitarian perspective, such as veganism or a vegetarian diet, necessary for the welfare of animals? Millions of animals are used for biomedical research and product testing. Are animals simply resources for human benefit, or are they self-aware and have emotions? Factory farming is both damaging for the environment and the livestock. The baseline treatment for these farms are dangerously low and unethical. Animal rights activists focus on the view that humans don't have the right to exploit the animals that share the same earth as us. No matter how well we treat the animals, buying, selling, breeding, confining, and killing infringe on their rights. The idea of treating an animal humanely is vague and undefined with everyone. To an egg farmer, the male chicken is useless. In factory farms, the male chicken is killed from being ground up to increase the efficiency by spending less on feeding. An egg farmer on a sustainable farm will buy the chickens from the same hatchery that the factory farmer would, and this hatchery will also kill the male chickens. This shows that the so-called ethical egg farming practice is also rooted with unethical practices. In 2012, a panel of neuroscientists declared that non-human animals have consciousness. This has driven animal rights activists to argue that because animals are sentient, that the only reason they are treated differently is due to speciesism. This is the arbitrary distinction that humans are the only beings deserving of moral consideration. The Department of Agriculture made the 1966 Animal Welfare Act. This means that even animals used in commercial farming are entitled to a base level of treatment. The animal welfare view is that humans can use and exploit animals as long as the animals are treated humanely and the use is not too frivolous. Animal welfare asks that we reduce suffering, maintain humane treatment, and care for the animal's physical and mental needs. The act from the U.S. Department of Agriculture provides the minimum for the animal. A cow will be killed at a young age when it meets its farm's slaughter age. This viewpoint is dangerous for the animals of factory farms because they will cut corners where they can. Animals have been suffering in these conditions. The animal rights movement strives to place animals beyond the use of human beings. Through the widespread adoption of the vegan diet, the demand for animal-derived products can be reduced. Along with the reduction of the consumption of animal products, the financial incentives will also be reduced. Fortunately, the world has been moving towards better lives for animals. With the increase in popularity of plant-based diets, scientific research turning towards alternatives, and bans on fur being enacted, around 11 to 23 million animals are used for testing products such as drugs, vaccines, house cleaning products, and pesticides. The U.S. consumes a large amount of meat. By going vegan for a month, you would not only save 30 animal lives, but also 620 pounds of harmful carbon dioxide emissions, 913 square feet of forest, and 33,481 gallons of water. In Western culture, there needs to be a great cultural shift towards the empathy of animals. People need to accept that they are thinking, feeling, suffering, and were not put on this earth for humanity's use. The difference between animal rights and animal welfare is definitive. A humanitarian diet is beneficial to the reduction of livestock exploitation while also being beneficial to the climate and the national water depletion. If the livestock farming continues, baseline protection of the animal needs to be improved. Only prejudice allows us to deny others the right that we expect for ourselves.